Well, it's become a big event, the Ungarage sale with Allen County Children's Services. And joining me today to tell us about collections and what's going to happen on the big day, we've got Greg Sowinski. He's Communications and Outreach Coordinator at Allen County Children's Services. Thanks for coming, Greg.
Thank you for having me.
This has really become quite the event. I mean, people look forward to it, and it's really important for the community, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people in our community that are struggling financially and just can't afford a lot of stuff, you know, whether it's the basic needs, food, clothing and stuff like that. So this gives them a chance to get that clothing aspect of it out of the way, and some household items. And we've got pots and pans. There's toys for kids. There's even bikes. People have donated new bicycles. So there's a ton of stuff that people can get, and then they can have some money to buy their food or pay some other bills.
Right. All right. So first of all, before you can have the sale, you need to collect items. So tell us about what really goes well, what you really need, and like when you can drop it off.
Okay, so our drop-off times, we're going to have a drop-off on Friday the 29th. That's from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. And then on, I'm sorry, the 26th, Friday the 26th. And then the 29th and 30th,
right,
which is Monday and Tuesday. And so that would be from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on the Monday and Tuesday. And people can drop off items at Children's Services at 123 West Spring Street. Just bring it in, ask for me, or just say you have items to drop off, and I'll come out and unload it. We need pretty much everything: clothing, toys, household items, pots and pans. If you have an old baby changing station, we just don't accept huge items like couches or big beds or anything like that. We just, people just can't haul that out of there, essentially. A lot of people that show up to this event, they show up on foot. Some of them catch rides. We've had people bring bicycles with wagons and that. So it's people that just don't have, a ton of money. And so we're collecting items, so please, clean out your closets, get rid of your old clothes. This is the time. And we typically give at least 90% of it away, and the rest we'll take to either Neighborhood Relief or the Goodwill.
So we're talking adults to kids, I mean, all sizes. I mean, it's for the family.
Yep, all sizes, from infants all the way up to, adults of any size.
Right,
so
yeah.
There's a lot of people ask us about school uniforms each year. We typically get school uniforms. So if people have a school uniform that their children no longer fit in, by all means bring that in, because we get a lot of requests for that.
All right, so gathering all this stuff at the end of July, because August 1st is the big day, right?
August 1st is the big day.
And it is kind of a big day. You guys have got a lot of things going on and bring a lot of folks together. It's a community event.
Yep, we had, last year was a record year, so we had 398 children come through and 214 adults. It was very busy. I mean, jam-packed in there. The parking lot was packed. We had a lot going on in the parking lot. We had the Lima Police Department was there. They were grilling out hot dogs for people, passing out hot dogs, chips, and I think a drink they had. And 340 people came through there.
All right, so that sounds like it takes a lot of volunteers and things. I mean, do you have organizations that come in and help you out, or are you looking for help? I mean, what's the situation for that day? Okay,
so I mentioned Lima Police are going to be handling the cooking out, but the setup is an enormous operation, if you will, because we get everything basically in garbage bags, and we can fill our large conference room, which is pretty big, and it all has to be sorted. Lima Baptist Temple, they have about 15 volunteers on average each year that come in and just organize everything. Oh, nice. And I mean, essentially, that's the big part of all this. I mean, once it's set, we just kind of have to monitor it. And Lima Baptist Temple, their volunteers help us the next day as well, monitor stuff, kind of organize stuff, because people sift through stuff, they throw it wherever. And if you can keep it organized by size, whether it's male or female, it's just so much easier to get in and out. If it's just in a big pile, it's kind of hard to sort through. So Lima Baptist Temple, they're the ones that really do all the heavy lifting for this. That's
awesome to have them. That's really great. At least they don't have to price it either. That's a good thing, because if people don't understand the Ungarage sale, you don't have to buy it, right?
Yep, so that's what the word un is for.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Everything is free. Whatever they can come in and grab, it's free. And, it's just a good time of year because it's timed with back to school.
Right, yeah. And so clients go first during the day, and then after that, it's free and open to anybody who might need help.
For the first 3 hours from 9 a.m. to noon, our clients, only our clients can shop, if you will. We use the word shop. And then at noon to 3 p.m. is when the general public comes. And usually the big rush, obviously everybody wants stuff before it gets picked over. There's a line at noon. Wow. There's a line at 9 a.m.
Well, if everybody helps out and donates a lot, there'll be a lot of stuff for them to shop for.
Yep, there
so
will,
that's what we
absolutely.
want. All right, so there's the information on the screen for drop-offs and then the big day. Greg, thanks for coming today.
Hey, thanks for having me, Holly.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.